states today, viewers are casting their vote. That includes Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh, of course, casting its vote in the second phase of elections. It's a two-phase election. The first phase is already done and dusted. 20 assembly segments that cast their vote on November 7. Today, of course, out of the 90-member Legislative Assembly of Chhattisgarh, 70 assembly segments are seeing voting, which in fact commenced at 8 a.m. this morning in Chhattisgarh. It's a big political battle between the Congress, the ruling Congress, and the Bharatiya Janata Party, especially because a lot is at stake for the incumbent Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel. Remember, last time round in 2018, the Congress ended the 15-year rule of the Bharatiya Janata Party with an absolute majority, and they formed a government. They hope, of course, to be re-elected into power. Bhupesh Baghel has a lot at stake, of course. He is contesting from Patan, and then, of course, is his deputy, TS Singh Deo, who's contesting from Ambikapur. So many big, heavy political, participants as far as these elections are concerned. The former Chief Minister of the state, Dr. Raman Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party, he, of course, saw his assembly segment go to polls in the first phase of the elections. And today, of course, like I said, 70 out of the 90 assembly segments of Chhattisgarh are polling at the moment across 22 districts. Over a crore voters are casting their ballot in the second phase of these elections. Extremely crucial as far as Congress is concerned. And while many may have called the election in the Congress's favor earlier on, the contest has become much closer in the past month or so. Sumi Rajapan, my colleague, is now joining us live from Durg in Chhattisgarh. Sumi, there have been some reports of violence, unexpected, as you were telling us, in the second phase of the election, especially, of course, that Naxal impact that we felt as far as the election was concerned on the CRPF and the DRG team as well. But as far as the election is concerned, give us a sense of the polling percentage at the moment and how smoothly is it going on across the 70 assembly segments.
Yes, absolutely. The voter turnout is 5.71 across Chhattisgarh, and the maximum voting has happened in the Garhyaban district and Shakti, where more than 10% of voter turnout has appeared at 9 a.m. And this is Patan where we are at. And in fact, in Patan, the polling percentage is 5.78%. And this is certainly very discouraging, as there is no excitement that we can spot here. As you can see in our visuals, the polling station is quite deserted. The women are standing in less numbers. The male voters here have outnumbered the female voters. However, that's not the case if we talk about Chhattisgarh. And in fact, this particular polling station is important, keeping in mind that Bhupesh Baghel, the Chief Minister, will come here with his entire family at 12 a.m. But as you were speaking about the Naxal incidents, in fact, these Naxal incidents have been raking up time and again. And in fact, in the first phase of polling as well, there were 3 IED blasts that had taken place across several districts in Bastar, and it was anticipated in the Bastar division as there were heavy security deployment that had put in place. In fact, 60,000 CRPF and DRG personnel and Chhattisgarh police personnel were deployed. Despite that, 3 IED blasts had taken place. In fact, in this particular polling as well, we had seen how in the night twin IED blasts took place, and they triggered low-intensity blasts. However, the CRPF and the DRG personnel have received no scratches. But what we are also picking up, that they were in the demining exercise. They were also trying to make sure that the elections will run smoothly. And as you were saying, that this phase is going to be extremely crucial for the Congress, especially because all the 70 assembly constituencies where they had outperformed themselves back in 2018 is going to be extremely crucial for the party. BJP is also going all guns blazing at the Congress, and in fact we heard TS Singh Deo taking a jibe at the CM and said that Congress is in fact fighting this election under collective leadership, and same goes with the BJP as well. But they have given everything that the farmers, the youth and the women voters wanted. Every scheme, every lollipop has been offered by both the parties. The desperation is certainly quite evident in Chhattisgarh, and in fact Chhattisgarh was extremely, eventful on Diwali. As on Diwali, most of the women voters were happy on receiving an announcement by the Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel, who said that Griha Lakshmi Yojana will come in place once the Congress comes back in power. And that happened the last minute. It was, in fact, before Diwali, a week back. the Congress had released its manifesto with 20 promises. That was a last-minute announcement that had come to counter the BJP's Mahatari Yojana. So that certainly indicate how the women voters who have outnumbered the male voters in the
So
state.
obviously it's been a race. It's been a race to offer freebies to the electorate, both by the Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party in these elections, be it in Chhattisgarh, be it in Madhya Pradesh, be it in Rajasthan as well, which goes to polls in November 25th. Sumi, thank you so much.